very proud to introduce you to our machine portfolio. And before we are going to that, I would like to explain you a bit what you are able to do with our DTG machines. We are able to offer you the whole portfolio, not only the machines, the dryers. We are also able to provide an automation system in combination with partners to you, so we can guide you through the whole process. So you're in good hands. In front of me, you can see a variation of different garments we are going to print together today. We can print on 100% cotton, 50-50 garments, dry blends, also on polyester, and yes, also on black polyester. We are going to show you that. We can print on leather, on wood, on towels and jeans. It's really a huge variation. Pullovers, on sleeves. We have a palette where you can print in the neck and on the front at the same time. Very easy to handle. To print on all these different garments, we are using a water-based pigment ink, which is GOTS and Oekotex certified. And now we are going to print together. Now we will see how we print our samples, like the t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, pullovers. Here we are going to print on a 100% cotton t-shirt. Later on we will also see a bigger variation. Today with me to show you the machine is Christine. She is from the Innovation Center team, is our application specialist and in charge for different things like trainings, R&D work or standard samplings. This machine is our smallest machine which we have in our portfolio. We were really lucky to introduce it on the last show we've been this year at the ISS in Long Beach. It's very small and tiny, as you can see, and also not that wide. We have 2 printing stations and the machine is available in 2 configurations, as a 6-head or as an 8-head version. With 6 print heads, which means CMYK and 2 white heads, you can achieve an output per hour on a full size, which means 40 to 45 centimeters from around 45 pieces per hour. If you print in an A4 size, you can achieve up to 300 pieces per hour. So the second version where the machine is available is an 8 print head version. That means CMYK and 4 white print heads. The output is then higher because we use more white during the printing process, and you can achieve 65 pieces per hour as a maximum. You can use different palettes. You can see we have all our palettes has always a frame. It's very easy to open and to lock it, and we can watch Christina a bit during she is printing. You can also work with a 10 to 10 centimeter palette. This is the smallest. We have baby palettes, we have lady palettes, bag palettes, a huge variation. We have at least 30 standard palettes and we are more than happy to customize palettes also for you. As you could see, she just opened the frame. It's an easy lock system and now she is adding the next shirt. If you print at the same time, for instance, on 2 black shirts, we are always printing the white underbase first and then CMYK next, so we are able to achieve the highest output which is possible. Every machine has a very big, nice touchscreen. It's easy to handle and to use. We have independent print queues at that machine, or you can use just the main queue for your order. This machine is made for on-demand prints, but also for smaller bulk productions. That means you can print either just 1 piece per design or 50 or 100, whatever you need. Thank you very much, Tine, for being here with me today and showing the machine. The next machine we would love to introduce you is the Compact series, which we introduced to the market in 2016. Before I introduce you the Compact machine, I would love to introduce you to Rafaela. You can see we have a lot of girl power here in the Innovation Center. She's more than 4 years already with us and she's in charge for trainings, also ink developments and of course live presentations. So you can meet her when you come to a personal visit. You can see the machine behind me. We have here also 2 printing stations like on the micro machine. But the difference is the machine is available as a 4-head or 8-head configuration. With 4 heads you can print just on CMYK, and with 8 heads you can print on CMYK and 4 white heads. We are using an industrial print head from Kayo. It's with a 600 dpi native resolution. You can see here, Rafaela already started the printing process. We are printing white first on a 40 to 50 centimeter pallet. You can achieve with that configuration around 85 pieces per hour on dark shirts. If you print smaller, like on A4 size, you can achieve up to 300 pieces per hour on that machine. So it depends a bit on the size, what you would like to print, so the output varies a bit. You can see here on the machine we integrated an external beamer. We also can see here another touch screen for the automation software. And here in front of me is a very big touchscreen where we use our standard software. We have here also on that machine 2 independent print queues and also a main queue, which means you can put in the main queue an image and use both printing stations at the same time, or you can add independently to each queue images and print them one after each other. You can also use at the same time different palettes. We have a bunch of different standard palettes like baby palette, back palette, double sleeve palette, neck label palettes, and it's very easy to exchange the palettes. We just watch Rafi a bit printing, and then we would like to show you how easy it is to exchange a palette. To start the machine, you have to push the green button in front of the panel. Rafi showed it to you. You have to push a bit longer. It's a security function. In the meanwhile, when we're printing on one station, the other station is waiting that the white layer is ready, and then we put CMYK on top, and so we are able to achieve a very high output. Like I mentioned before, we are using a water-based pigment ink, which is GOTS and Oecotex certified, and in combination with that print heads, we have the possibility to achieve amazing print results. Everything what you can see here can be fully automated. You can integrate an external scanner system as well, or you can operate the machine manually. That's totally up to you and your workflow process. It is very convenient to change a palette. The only thing what you have to do is to push the button on the screen, lift up the palette, select the new size you're going to load, lock the palette again, and then you're ready to go. That were the most compromised hard facts about the machine, and I will be more than happy to present you the machine more detailed in a personal live stream. But the next machine I would like to introduce is our Kayo system. Hi Marcel.
Hi.
I'm pretty sure you know Marcel from a couple of live streams we did before. He's very famous in the meanwhile, and we are happy now to introduce you to our bestseller. This is the machine we have the longest in our product portfolio and also the biggest, size-wise. What you can see here is that we have 3 independent printing stations. Standard printing size is 40 to 50 centimeters, and you can achieve an output on dark and colored shirts from around 140 pieces per hour full size. If you're going to print on A4 size, you can go up to 350 pieces on black and up to between 750 on white shirts as well. You can see here that we are printing on different palettes at the same time as well. On the third axis you can see Marcel loading a back palette, for instance. On a white one in the front we are printing on a colored shirt, and in the middle on a black shirt. So it doesn't matter what you want to print where, you just need to set it up before you start your printing process. The Kayo system is available in different configurations as well, either with 3 independent printing stations or with 2. What is the difference? The difference is the printing size. The standard, as I mentioned before, is 40 to 50 centimeters. The biggest palette size you can print on a Kayo with 3 printing stations is 60 to 90 centimeters. If you only work with 2 printing stations, you can go up to almost 1 to 1 meter at the same time. The printhead configuration is available in 3 different versions, either as 4 heads with CMYK, as an 8-head version with CMYK or double set CMYK, or CMYK and 4 white heads, and the maximum is 12 print heads with 8 white heads and 1 set CMYK. The difference is the output. So it depends what you need. You can also start with a smaller configuration and we can grow together with you to a higher output. So we are very, very flexible, either with adding more printheads or adding a third printing station. Also here you can see Marcel operating the machine. He is loading the designs in manually at the moment. Everything can be totally automated. Also this model, all our models, can be connected with an automated workflow system without any problems, which means also that you can use barcode scanners in your workflow. You can also see here the humid coming out of the machine. All our machines have an integrated humidifier system. You can set a target humidity and that's all you need to do. Maintenance-wise, what you have to do with the machine before you start your printing process, you wipe the heads, then you can print. The last model what we are going to show you is the Lynx series. The Lynx series is a model which we introduced last year at the ITMA in 2019 in Barcelona. Dominic is printing for us. Dominic, say hi. He's our chemist and also application engineer. He's with us already since a while. You can see here also 3 printing stations. On the first printing station, we added lady neck label palette, and you can print here in the neck area and also on the front at the same time. And in the middle and on the side, we are printing on our standard pallets, the 40 to 50 centimeter pallets. The maximum printing size per pallet also, again like on the Kayo, is 60 to 90 centimeters at the same time. This machine is available only with 3 printing stations because we have here more features which are already integrated in the machine. You can see here a special front panel. You can work with a QR code or barcode, and Dominic is going to show that to us. We have integrated big screens on every single printing station and also an integrated beamer. So you could see that he used a QR code and then the image pops up at the screen what is next in line. And then when he's printing, it goes to the other position and you can see the actual image which is printing at the moment. And in the meanwhile, you could either reload with the next QR code or you reload another axis. Normally what we do is always printing the white underbase first and then CMYK on top. And it doesn't matter if you only print CMYK in between, the machine calculates that automatically. We are also going to show you a bit more detailed the beamer function, which is really helpful if you want to print on a pocket area or for instance on the back, what we saw on the Kayo, when you have to flip the design to print the correct position. It's very easy to load. Yeah, here is a hole between the neck label area and also the front. You can see here how easy it is for him to feed the t-shirt. And now you can see that there is the area without the label. Also here is the same like on the other machines. We have our green buttons you activate with that the printing process. We have here also the 3 independent print queues, or you can use a main queue and print 100,000, 2,000 pieces from the same design with all 3 axes at once, or you run your jobs independently. We named the Link because it's linkable with different advisors, and this is the specialty of this machine. It comes with a higher RIP software version and a small automation package to you. The output of the machine can be up to 140 pieces per hour, especially on dark shirts, full size. If you print a smaller size, like I mentioned before, A4, then you can achieve the same output than on the Kayo. We have another specialty on that machine. We included an automated heat press on the back side of our Kayo system, which gives you different functions. You can either pre-press a t-shirt, you can press in between the CMYK and white layer, or you can press afterwards. Depends on the hand feel you would like to achieve.
Fantastic. Excellent. I'm now delighted to join us live from Austria and Florian to the stage. Thank you for that tour, Denise.
You're more than welcome. I hope you enjoyed it and it was informative for you.
Hi, Michael. Thank you very much for having us today.
Excellent, excellent. Just looking at those photos, just looking at that video just then reminded me of how beautiful the offices of aeoon are in Austria. Those stunning views and the place where you're actually manufacturing some of the future machines for garment decoration.
Absolutely, we are directly in the Alps. It's an amazing place to be, but although we are very close to Munich and Innsbruck, so it's easy for people to reach us and visit us.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that really in-depth profile of all of your solutions there. So Florian, first of all, from your perspective, what are the key industry trends that you're seeing right now?
Well, the key industry trends, we are actually having two different setups now, the POD and the mass production.
Absolutely, yeah. From our point of view, the mass production is getting more and more common also in the DTD business and also with our setup. We have in Europe and also in Asia a lot of customers who are using our machines for mass production. And the POD fulfillment is also very interesting for our customers, Europe plus US, because our machine setup is so scalable. And this is, I think, one important key for our industry, beside the fact that sustainability is getting more and more important. I'm not sure if you know that, Mike, but the reason why we are green and our machines are green is that we are focusing on the environmental process. No, that's the truth. I'm not joking.
That's good.
That was the
I was going to say you had the greenest printers that I've seen.
Absolutely. No, this was honestly the reason. Right, we wanted to go away from these dirty print processes, and that was one reason why we painted us in green. And this Fantastic. Is also, I would like to add that the green is just one side, right? But we work with local suppliers to increase our sustainability. We have got an Ecotech certification, for the whole process. I think this is also a very important fact. We are talking later in our workshop about that. So that makes the whole package complete.
And being CO2 neutral pretty soon is also a big target from us, and we are pretty close, not far away.
Excellent. So what's next on the horizon then for DTG printing?
We believe, right? We have a couple of discussions about these topics, and we would always like to be up to date. And we think it's an ongoing process to have different directions. First of all, in the longer future, we believe more and more robotics will come into the DTG area. For sure, everything will be even more automated step by step. I mean, we have the automation already with the whole production automation, from the incoming order, the picking, until printing process, up to shipping quality control. Everything is tracked, and this will be more and more automated with loading, unloading, with robotics and process-wise. That's what we believe. Another point is what will be sooner is the ready-to-print shirts, Mike. We see a very big future with that. I mean, for us, it's ideal. Yeah, you can just order your shirts, you get them, you just print, cure, ship, done, which is very, very efficient for us. We also developed a process where you can make your own ready-to-print shirts. We can help customers to set that up. We really believe this is the future for cotton, mixed fibers, and also polyester shirts. And it makes it even easier to print on it, on challenging garment with a lot of fibers, for instance. And
fantastic.
That's the most important point.
We've got a question from Daniel Sunderland, who's one of our FESPA board members in Mexico. He's asking about spare parts. Do you have spare parts in Mexico? And let's just say, what is that sort of, what's the service for your machines throughout the world?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. This is my part of the world as well. Mexico, yes, we do have spare parts. We're working with a partner in Mexico, and basically this is our global setup. We are working with local partners. First of all, as you know, in this business, when you're doing business all over the world, number one, there is a language barrier. maybe not as strong in Latin and South America. It's more a language barrier when you're going into the APEC region, like in China, Japan, Thailand, and so on. So we are very, very strong selecting the right partners. Especially in Mexico in particular, we have a very good and a strong partner we are working with. And yes, of course, this is one of the main reasons for us to choose the right partner is a service department, and of course also to be able to stock the most important spare parts.
I would like to add something,
Fantastic.
Mike, before we go ahead.
Yeah,
Not only spare parts are in stock. Yeah, we have also with our aeoon North American subsidiary from aeoon in the US the possibility with our own technicians. We have a couple of service technicians, and they can cover the whole part, North and South and Central America. So not only here from our side, beside the possibility what we focused on during COVID, that we try to make online installations. Yeah, we are also able to fly directly there and support them not only with spare parts.
Fantastic.
And
of course,
again,
Dan.
Excuse me, Mike. One more thing I would like to add, because of our affiliate in the US, we are talking about a global business and many different time zones. So we are here in Austria. We are providing from Austria 24-hour service. But even if it's getting more sophisticated with our affiliate in the US, especially on the time zone, we have our technicians, we have our engineers over there as well. So anyone from us is reachable 24 hours a day.
Fantastic. And of course, Daniel's got my mobile number, so he can call me, and then I can speak to you guys as well, which is good. We had a question from Charles, and he asked about the hybrid series, because I discovered this for the first time this week as well, that you've got that hybrid solution as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course, yeah. I'm not sure if you know that, but the owner of aeoon Technology, Angelo Schiestel, he was the chief engineer from screen printing machines for more than 15 years. So we have a lot of knowledge and background in that area as well. And he always wanted to combine DTG and a hybrid to make, especially screen printers, to make the entry to the DTG area and market easier. Yeah, you're used to a certain setup and to your business. And we thought we can combine it, right? And especially for large order runs, you could use either just the screen part on the back of the machine. So it's the base of a Kayo. And you can just use one color, for instance, or you use white to reach lower ink costs, and then print CMYK on top. And we have also with the hybrid system the possibility to have 2 or 4 spot colors, or you can use extra colors like neon on top. So you're really flexible, either just use the hybrid combination or the DTG part by itself. And it's a perfect combination for our system. Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. I've just had an inquiry to share your email address from the sales team as well. So we'll be in direct contact, and we'll be sending that across to you guys so that you can continue the conversation. Finally, what does aeoon mean?
This is a very good question. Well, I would say it's a new interpretation of the Greek word aeon. And aeon in Greek means timeless, long life, everlasting. To
Just
be
like
quite
Angela.
fair, to be quite fair, we are having our 10 years anniversary this year, and we didn't know 10 years ago that the name is actually program, because and especially in this fast living digital industry, we are very, very proud that most, and if not all of our machines, which we placed 10 years ago, right after the funding, are still in operations worldwide. So we are pretty proud on this, and this is actually what aeoon stands for. Everlasting, long life, have fun with it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Denise and Florian. And of course, everybody can visit in the product demo area. And of course, you have your workshop coming up later on this afternoon. So thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye.